Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at and testing out my new rank 3 5-star who is Invisible Woman. So a quite random choice really, because I just find her quite a fun and interesting character to play. Quite hard to master and definitely requires a lot of skill, and I've definitely been progressing, getting better and better at her. And through these like 4 or 5 fights, you'll see that I get better at evading and dodging, because she has this like Stark Enhanced Spider-Man style gameplay, where you just have decks and decks to build these vulnerabilities charges, which gives basically this extra red damage like Red Hulk, and your damage can ramp up quite nicely. But anyway, so we know Invisible Woman is a great defender.
Damn, boy, he's sick!
But she is also a very tanky character, as she has the force field charges, which means she's going to take a lot of reduced damage, and until that force field's down, she's not going to take much damage. She also has very high block proficiency when she has her force field up, and yeah, she's very tanky. But she's also a top 10 champion, not top 10 highest damage or anything else, top 10 thickest champions. So today we are playing around with the new Psycho Man synergy, and this synergy is very helpful for Invisible Woman because it gives her a lot more stability. So basically what happens with the synergy is there's a 25% chance for each basic attack to place a vulnerability on the opponent. So now this means there's another option for placing vulnerabilities on the opponent, getting that extra damage instead of just dexing all the way, because dexing all the time and evading specials can feel a bit stressful, so at least you get that extra damage when you can hit into the opponent also. But the other synergy I'm working with also is the Dragon Man synergy, and this one is also very helpful as it gives a 40% chance that when she becomes visible, so it goes from the invisible state to visible, if you get accidentally hit or something, which is very common and definitely would happen, that around 40% of her vulnerability charges will stay on the opponent. So this means if you had 10 on them and you got hit, then they'd be left with about 4. So this means you can just maintain a bit of damage. You'll still lose most of your damage, but it's definitely nice to have that just so you have it right there. And as you can see, we hit very hard right there, and that is just first showcase of the incredibly nice damage that she can do on that SP2, which also has a very nice crit rate, by the way. So for the next matchup, we have a Cavalier difficulty long shot. So we're still in the science chapter, which has these brand new Cavnos, which is slightly more annoying for lots of people. However, for Invisible Woman, she is not a bad option, seeing as the vulnerability debuff is a non-damaging debuff. So that means we don't have to worry about that annoying weakness being on us the whole time. And even when we do get poisoned, because we're dexing so much, it doesn't really matter because we're just going to purify it every time. We can't parry, but we can dex, so that's all good. Another thing you have to sort of take in mind when playing Invisible Woman is the champion you're going against, seeing as characters like Longshot have quite fast animations, and some characters are more likely to go like 2-hit combos instead of just 1 hit into you, so you've got to be worrying about that just so you know how to evade their specials properly. And yeah, if you're not good at evading some specials, this is going to be difficult. She was extremely frustrating to play in Realm of Legends, otherwise I would have done a gameplay there, because obviously you could get a really good damage ramp up there, and she has a maximum of like 50 vulnerability, so the damage would be crazy. However, she's not maxed out, and the Realm of Legends AI is so strange. Whereas with this sort of endgame Cavalier content, it's quite nice because, you know, the champions are always going to be trying to hit into you, and it just makes it a lot easier to do dexing, intercepts, and all that good stuff. And there we are with a very nice SP2 to finish it off.
Raiden, show me who did it. She kind of bad, though.
Now for the final matchup of today, we have a Cavalier Ghost Rider. So in this matchup, I think I definitely played my best, and this is the one where I do not get hit a single time. So, you know, absolute claps in the comment section, because your boy Nilo actually played Invisible Woman the way she's supposed to be played. Anyway, I did just get hit there. Anyway, let's not talk about that. I meant, obviously, from now on, we will not get hit. And obviously, what she requires is a lot of ramp up, and that is part of the problem. But luckily, in content like this, in the Cavalier event quest, we are getting these Fury buffs, which are definitely improving our damage a lot. Otherwise, her damage output isn't nearly as good, but it's definitely decent. It's just really hard to maintain these vulnerability debuffs. So overall, do I think Invisible Woman is underrated? Well, I'd say in many ways yes, because her damage ramp up is quite significant and she can do lots of damage, does require lots of skill, but overall I think if you're a progressing player and a newer one, she isn't the best champ to rank up because she hasn't got that instant damage and requires a lot of time and effort. However, obviously if you have the resources and you're an endgame player and you want to rank up Invisible Woman, I would say it'd be a pretty fun option, but I don't know exactly where her main uses would be. So yeah, that's it really guys. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like and subscribe, and tell me who the next champ video I should do should be on, or if you want to see some 6-star Morningstar gameplay after I pulled her recently from my recent crystal opening. And yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.